Hello, good morning. Happy another week of distance learning. Our topic this week is plant tropisms. So, probably a new term for you. So, let me backtrack just a little bit. This will be a quick little tutorial. I want to first start with the word stimulus and response. We've talked about that during the year. In fact, I remember going around the classroom and you guys giving me examples of internal stimuli and external stimuli. So let's just give a quick definition of these two words just because that's the basis of tropisms. Okay, so we're studying about ecology. That's why we're talking a little bit about plants. And it's all about their response to stimuli, how plants respond. So a stimulus, its definition, it causes an organism to react. So anything that causes an organism to react is going to be a stimulus. So some examples, just really basic ones, would be light, causes organisms to respond, temperature, sound. There could be a huge, gigantic list of stimuli, but just to give you some examples. A response, you can say it in one word. It's called a reaction. But if you want to be more specific, you could say the reaction of the organism to the stimulus. Okay, so some examples. If we're using our examples of like temperature, think about how an organism would respond if the temperature was not what they are used to feeling. So if it's cold, their response is they may get goosebumps. Or you could say, they put on a jacket, they put their hoodie on, whatever it may be. If someone is hungry, their stomach growls. That's a reaction. Light. So light can make you respond in several ways. One of them would be pupil size changes. We did a little experiment in the classroom like that, but the pupil is the black part of your eye, and it'll get smaller when there's more light, and it'll open up bigger when there is less light, so you can see better. So those are just some reactions or responses to stimuli. But remember, we are talking about plants, so let's talk about them. Their stimulus and response, they're called tropisms. A tropism is the growth towards or away from a stimulus. Okay, so the two that we really focus on are geotropism and phototropism, but you have the definition of tropism right here. So it's growth towards or away from a stimulus. Geo, do you know what geo means? You probably do. It means earth. Photo. Do you know what photo means? You have photographer, you have photograph. Usually in the classroom, what I hear when I ask that is people will say picture. It doesn't mean picture. I don't know if you remember in the very old, well, you don't remember, but maybe you've seen very old first use of cameras. They had this big cape around the contraption, and they had to use a big light. So photo actually means light because you need light to take a picture. So there's geotropism and phototropism. All right, so let's move on to phototropism. Phototropism, see there's the word photo at the beginning. It means the leaves and stem grow towards what? The light. Okay, so some picture examples. You can see in this one, look at all those, how the stem and the leaves are facing the window, because that's the only light source that plant has. That's why they're all curved towards the window. They're trying to reach the light. This one is showing you the light source and how those little stems of the leaf and of the plant are reaching towards that light source, because that's what they need for their photosynthesis, as you remember, the light to make their energy. So the stem and leaves will always respond to light. And in this picture, you see that even though this picture is famous when we're talking about tropisms, you'll always typically see a picture like this where the pot has been knocked over. And after a week or two of being knocked over, the plant will still follow the tropism rules. The leaves and stem will go up towards the light, so you have to assume, where is the light source? Is the light source over here, 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 here? Well, as you can see where the stem and leaves are growing, if you've been listening, the light source is right here. There's the sun. So stem and leaves will grow up towards the sun, and look, something's going to grow down. That would be the roots. Let's talk about them. So geotropism, remember geo means earth. So roots grow down towards earth. Do you know why things go down towards earth? Yes, you do. You know, they go down towards earth because of gravity. So you also will see that geotropism is also known as gravitropism. I see it changed all the time in our science writings through benchmark testing or star testing or things like that. Materials made for us. Some scientists will call it geotropism, some will call it gravitropism. So note both words. But lately I've seen it being referred to as geotropism. So we'll go with that one. But I want to go back to this picture. Some people think that when the pot is knocked over, the stem, of course, and leaves will grow up toward the light, but they think the roots are still in this jar going to be growing just straight, like this way. But remember, because of gravity, they will not grow out straight out. They're going to go down towards the earth. So don't forget that part. It's going to go down towards the earth. And here's another example showing you that. There's also, you're going to see in your reading about positive and negative tropism. And you'll hear that, if it's growing right here, if it's growing up, then away from the if it's growing away from the stimulus, it's negative. If it's growing towards the stimulus, it's positive. Okay. So you have in this picture showing you, the light source. So the leaves and stem grow towards the light. Then you have the roots growing down towards the earth because of gravity. Do you see how right here, look, they call it gravitropism. You'll also see this road right here, thigmotropism and hydrotropism. And you see it's hydro, water. Thigma is the touch. So you'll also hear some information about those two in your numbers assignment today. So hopefully this helps you get started on your assignment. You have one assignment, only 4 tabs. That's all that's needing to be submitted this week. If you have any questions, to reach out to me by email. And you guys take care. Miss you all in the classroom for sure. Hope you're doing well. Take care. Bye.